both felt we had accomplished the first half of our intentions. Any good ritual takes time to marinate or germinate, especially if it's land-based. The first ritual on the full moon was about opening a line of communication, or a door, if you will. The last ritual on the new moon would be sealing and ending the conversation. The last ritual did take place at dusk and into the night, out in the berry field. What happened there was another story. And it's best not to discuss the workings of any ritual. What we expressed was our understanding that life is a balance of both light and dark, and that we wanted to help hold the line that kept the darkness in its proper place, not able to run rampant. We knew this required something of us, and we expressed our willingness to give what was necessary, and we invited the spirits of the land to show us. The sense of foreboding fear we had both felt for so long quickly dissolved within and around us over the next day, and it has continued to do so. However, we did not escape this process without something truly disturbing happening, oddly, also involving birds. Spirits of the land, 2 of 2. The second morning after the ritual, my mother came in from her usual morning chores, and her face was white, and she looked upset as if in a daze. Sometime in the night, 10 of our 13 chickens had been killed. Something had dug a small hole in the cup in order to get to them. The disturbing part about the deaths is that only 1 chicken had been mostly eaten. The rest had had their necks broken and only 1 single bite mark on their body, as if they had been drained of their blood. To make it even more strange, almost all of the dead birds had been buried to the point we couldn't see them, in a perfect straight line that led towards the hole in the coop. I pondered all of this deeply while I unearthed each of our birds and put them in a wheelbarrow. There was a sinking feeling in my stomach like a rock, and I was afraid that I had somehow caused this. Now, it's not actually unheard of for this kind of thing to happen. Bobcats, for instance, will do things like this if they have a bigger kill than they can eat, but we had kept chickens for about 15 years, and nothing like that had ever happened. So, it was hard for me not to think it strange that this had begun with very strange behavior from the wild birds, and seemed to have ended with the death of 10 domestic birds. I said goodbye to each bird and then wheeled them out into the woods, wanting to draw the predator away from the coop, as it would clearly return the next night for more. I took them to the old tree we call Mama Tree, an old cedar that is prolific in producing saplings, and I laid the chickens out, offering them back to the land, so that their deaths would feed life. I couldn't help but feel the deeper mystery of what it actually is to live in harmony with a